is the first time you see the Captain Esports Network from the Roval Charlotte Motor Speedway virtually here on iRacing as we welcome you in to round number 9 of this Lightspeed Racing League Grid Finder Xfinity Series race as the cars are on the track. No heat race tonight. We are going straight racing here as qualifying is just wrapped up, and unfortunately a little bit of a later night at work again. I just got home a few minutes ago and was able to get everything set up and good to go. So apologies for the late start, but I am the captain. We appreciate you being here tonight for this race, and let's get you straight to the starting lineup, and that starts with a put a cap on that pole award, which goes to Chase Berry, who yeah, that didn't show his qualifying lap or anything, but I believe Chase is on the pole. For some reason, I see the 15 up there at the front, but we'll get that one figured out right now. But Chase Berry, it says here is on the pole, but I do want to give a shout out to put a cap on that. You see there, I see the 15 up there on the pole, so this might not be accurate actually. When it says, yeah, it says Chase Berry is on the pole. It's got some guys in different orders, but we can just look from here and we see that Cameron Hearn, or not. Yeah, that's Cameron. And the 15, he is on the pole, it looks like, alongside Justin Wilson. Dylan Reed will start there in the 3rd position. And let's see who else is up here. We got the 27. Good lap there for Dylan Gonis. Aaron Hearn is up here. It looks like Ira Kohlhaas and others as we get ready to go racing now. Tonight, a very interesting race here. It's the only road course race of the season. It is scheduled for 44 laps. However, there is a 1-hour time limit also in the race, so it's a matter of what will come first, the time limit or the race itself when it comes to distance. There are no cautions. There will be no competition cautions. Just straight up road course racing here on the Roval. As we come through the NASCAR 3 and 4 section. First time ever here, the Captain Esports Network. You see the Charlotte Roval, as I mentioned, on the channel. Looking forward to the fun as we turn the cars on. The sound is here. Pace car brings them off. And it'll be in the hands of Cameron Hearn, who is on the pedal. And here we go, racing from the Roval. .46 laps actually tonight, not 44, but they made it through Heartburn Turn for the first time and down this back straightaway, sort of. The infield back straightaway, we call it. And through the right-hander to sweeper right-hander as they go down the hill to the left-hander and back onto turn 1 of the NASCAR circuit. Of course, the first lap of the race brought to you by Sim Speed Shop, specializing in custom sim racing hardware. So Sim Speed Shops manufacture sim racing hardware utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware and rig today. simspeedshop.com. Cameron Hearn running away here after lap number 1. He's got about 1.3 seconds over Justin Wilson, who's got Dylan Reed filling up his mirror already. Apparently I can't read it. It now says 40 laps. Dylan Reed trying to hold off Dylan Gonis back here. This is the 3rd position. You see Gonis in the 27. I think that's Ginger with a J potentially spelled in that. Down the back straightaway there, you see Brandon Massey in that number 65, the Mountain Dew pink cars. He, of course, paying awareness to breast cancer awareness. As they come off turn 4 into the final 2 corners, the chicane. I just realized that is what is happening. The lap times are actually changing over to my left of the ticker, and I think that's because at the rate that the guys are going on the track with the time left, how many laps they think they're going to be able to run. So right now they think about 43 laps. As you see Adam Brady making the pass in the 77 car. Brady already with some right side damage. Check out my broadcast colleague. There is the hot chicken, number 75 of Landon Quisenberry. The fastest chicken in sim racing. And he's going to be under attack right now. This is the 225 car, Jake Fluman. Into the bus stop. Fluman going to make the pass. Let's check out the weather this evening for this race. Partly cloudy, 78 degrees. Track temp at 102. 56% humidity. And 2-mile-an-hour winds out of the north. And, of course, that brought to you by Lottie's Travel World. Doing a pretty good job keeping it clean for the most part. Haven't really read about any issues so far in my highlights. Well, I say that right as Cade Ferguson has issues, the Dunkin' Donuts car goes around over here in the final corner. I mean, Ferguson running the perfect paint scheme for anybody who could win a race. Donuts. There's Justin Wilson in the 58 car. Not really letting the leader, Cameron Hearn, get away, even though Cameron about 0.2 faster last time by. And be very careful under braking. Hit that curve and try not to hit the turtle too much. Yeah, loose yard, you're fighting that car over that hill at turn 1 and 2 under the Bank of America Bridge. I mean, look at him fight this car. You got to be very careful not to hit that wall, and it's very easy to do. There you go. You get to see a lap around this track. What it's like in about a minute 20 or so. See some issues on Giuliano's car. Let's see what happened to the boss man here. We're right on board with him. Oh, he's going to just goose it a little too much and spins it out into the inside wall. Look out for the other car coming. He goes on around, so just a whoopsie-doos. It looks like he will be okay now. Unfortunately, running in the 16th position right now, some 30 seconds back. It's already 5 laps in. Battle here between Dylan's. Dylan Reed, Dylan Gonis. Reed the point leader, Gonis not the point leader. But both of them having some solid seasons. Gonis doing okay on the road course. Brandon Massey in that 65 car, he and Adam Brady. There's the one. That is Chase Berry, the guy that said it was on the pole, but he really wasn't. Berry doing a good job so far in that Toyota Supra there behind him. I want to give a shout out to our camera sponsor. Of course, they are Track Cams 4 Gourmet. If you want to check out their cameras that they offer on ovals, road courses, and of course on rallycross tracks, you can check them out at trackcams22.com. and be a part of the realest looking racing you will find with these cameras from Track Cams 4 Gourmet. You see Brady lets those guys go by. Bell's just trying to keep it clean, keep it on the track. As Cameron Hearns led every lap so far and has a 3-second lead on Justin Wilson here early in this race. There's Q up here in the 9th position right now. He has got the 52 of Johnny Rapp there behind him, the 2 of Matt Telder. Also Ryan Reeves, the 93, and Brandon Thornhill. See the field out here just kind of being careful where they're running and stuff, just trying to mind their P's and Q's. Real Telder locking it up down into the bus stop there. Does a good job staying out of the 52. Got to be careful how much you're driving in that corner. Very easy to send it and run over somebody as here comes the Turtle to the inside. Johnny making the pass on Quisenberry for the position. Ryan Reeves back here putting the pressure on Telder for the 11th position here. Go down the back straightaway here. So, of course, this is the, fourth year, I believe, of the Roval? Of course, Ryan Blaney winning the first one after the whole Jimmy Johnson, Martin Truex Jr. fiasco in the Cup Series. The last 2 years have been won by Chase Elliott on the Cup side of things. And then, as I mentioned, this is one of many trips you're going to see to the Roval here in the next few weeks. We're here tonight, another race here tomorrow night, and of course next Monday night we'll be there. So Reeves continuing to put the pressure on Telders. The best battle on the track. These three cars right here. Everybody else is sort of spread out, but you're definitely seeing the great racing that this track can put on here. Even though it is on the road course and not on the Charlotte Oval. As there goes Telder underneath Quisenberry. So Landon falling back right now in that 75 car. Appreciate everybody watching tonight on the stream. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, I believe we're still having the Facebook issues right now, so unfortunately. But if you're watching on those two channels, we appreciate you joining us tonight. We ask you to hit that subscribe button as we're getting closer to 600 viewers. Or subscribers, I should say, on YouTube. As Telder's out of shape down to turn one. That lets Reeves make that pass, and Telder's going to try to send it in there to get the spot back. Not able to. Oh, Brandon Massey's had a spin over here. See what happens to him. Oh, he just goes in and locks it up and spins it around. Oh, look out, overcorrects it. Massey, of course, a winner last week at Talladega virtually. Looking to bounce back tonight, unfortunately, or not bounce back, but looking to continue momentum. Now he's looking to bounce back from the spin. So we're 12 laps in. Out of either 43 or 44 laps. The time's still trying to figure it out, but 44 minutes right now in this race, so we're about a quarter distance in. That's why you're seeing the laps change up there in the top part of the screen, which I just realized you're not even able to see right now. As I said, Cameron Hearn leading this race right now. All right, we're going to keep it going side by side here, but we're going to take a break, step away, and we'll come back and get you more racing here. It is the Xfinity Series presented by Grid Finder at the Roval on the Captain Esports Network.
Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, back we are here at the virtual Roval Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is the Xfinity Grid, or the Grid Finder Xfinity Series from the Lightspeed Racing League. As you see, lap number 14 being completed. It is Cameron Hearn who has led every lap so far by 2.9 seconds over Justin Wilson. Dylan Reed, third, is pulled away by about 3.5, almost 4 seconds over Dylan Gonis. As you see, the 93 of Reeves going past Massey for position. And we have a pit stop happening already in this race. Chase Berry is on pit road. One car pulls into stall. You see the overshooting of the pit stall by a little bit there. The right side tires going on. So interesting here, if he pits at lap 15, obviously a two-stopper here. He'll go to lap 30 and then come back to pit road. As you see, tires have fallen off just a little bit. About 2 seconds or so, and there goes the one car. And one of the trickiest exits to pit road. You got to hang a dead left. Ira Kohlhaas, you might have saw, he was in trouble during the commercial. Let's see what happened to, that's not Ira. It says be Ira, and he's already got damage. Let's jump back ahead and see. He's already got damage there. He hits the Tom's Heartburn turn, so he was having all types of issues. And some heartburn, we'll call it. So there's your leader. The 15 Supra, Lordstown Motors of Cameron Hearn, doing a good job so far. Just kind of minding his P's and Q's here. Appreciate Chris Harvey watching us tonight on the stream, making a comment, cheering on Dale Lee and Dylan Reed. How tough it is. You got to climb that turtle. But that 15 looking pretty clean so far. Up to about 150 miles into, or 150 mile an hour into the chicane here at the front straightaway. As out of NASCAR turn one, here's the battle for the 8th position. Telder and Brandon Massey here. Telder with a little bit of nose damage. Massey with some damage all over the car. And Massey going to let Telder go. Oh, Telder kind of shortcuts the bus stop there. Drove it a little too hard. He's got to slow down here. Should be able to hold the position, though. Wasn't that bad of a shortcut. And the heartburn turn to turn one and goes wide. And now Massey's going to take the spot back. Dylan Gones running in the Godis. I don't know why I can't say his name all of a sudden. That's how tired I am tonight. I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but I truly am tired. Long days at work here the last couple weeks, and unfortunately. As these two continue to fight, great job here. Oh, one car shortcut in there. That is the Dunkin' Donuts 42 of Cade Ferguson. Gets out of the way, does a great job of avoiding the situation there. Adam Brady to pit road in the 77. Chase Berry's been on pit road. Ira Kohlhaas spent 2.5 minutes almost on pit road. As they go by Dale Lee, who runs in the 16th position there. So you see Massey starting to kind of stretch it out a little bit. As I mentioned, normally here in the Lightspeed Racing League, these guys will run a heat race after qualifying, but tonight for the race itself, they just went and put the race on. No competition cautions tonight or anything like that, just a straight up 1 hour race, or what looks to be 43 laps right now. Back there you see Chase Berry with the for Mr. Feelgood's going to go by the 52 for position of Johnny Rapp. So move Chase up to the 9th spot. So Chase right now running laps around the 125 mark, so right at the leader's times. Been a fast-paced race so far, just about halfway here in a couple laps. And here comes Dylan Reed to pit road. 39 is in. Four tires and fuel, and they pull away. See Dylan Gonis on pit road right there behind him. Leaving the pits. Dylan doing a good job, as I mentioned, in the 4th position. Been running a little bit on Thursday nights when he can over in my little IndyCar league that I put together. And has done okay. A lot of learning in that car. Check out the 21 at Chandler Summers. Made a few appearances here lately in the Tompkins number 21 car, running in the 14th position. Chandler doing some learning, and the leader's in the pit, so let's jump up to him. Cameron Hearn on pit road. The dominant driver so far. Left side tires going on. And Cameron Hearn pulls away. No, Mr. Clark, you have not, sir. He is still here. So that hands the lead to Justin Wilson. And other leaders coming in. And as a matter of fact, Dylan Gonis is back in. He must have sped on pit road coming out. Tough break for the 2-7. Four tires and fuel, and he will pull away. So Dylan Gonis could have hurt himself with that situation. Not sure how it all took place, but going to lose a lot of spots. And now Justin Wilson coming to pit road. So right at the halfway point, looks like we're going to see a two-stopper out of a couple cars and one stopper the rest of the way for the others. As we have a little less than 30 minutes left in this race. So look at there, we hit right at the, well, I say the halfway point. The laps keep kind of adjusting themselves as we're at 42 right now. It was at 44 at one point. Actually, here's one thing I could do. Actually, I do, believe it or not, while I'm on the air, I actually utilize a second ticker. And it's one that I used before I came on board here at LSRL, part of the SDK Gaming people. They put out a pretty good product, and of course, I've used it when I can. But it actually, as I've thought of the idea here, might be able to help with something real quickly. So that's not what I was talking about. You get off my screen now. Let me see. I'll do a little editing to it, but I can make it work. Cameron Hearn has gotten back to the lead, 6.8 seconds now. So Justin Wilson has actually fallen back to the third position here. Dylan Reed about 1.4 seconds ahead. As Wilson runs the fastest lap of the race as he's trying to get up to the 39 and take this position away. Oh, got some issues up here. Looks like Reed's blinking out a little bit. Cover to 42. You got Quisenberry here. It's going to give me a second as we're going to step away for another break here. We are 24 laps in to this LSRL race here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval. Cameron Hearn leads in the Lightspeed Racing League Grid Finder Xfinity Series at the Roval as you're watching the Captain Esports Network.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, back we are. Just a little less than 23 minutes left, or 17 laps. Actually, I think the laps up on the top left are actually in sync with the time. How many laps do you think they will get in this race? So 43 laps, it looks like right now being the projected number. As you see, the 15 leading right now by 9.6 seconds in a dominant fashion right now over Justin Wilson. Dylan Reed, Chase Berry up in fourth, and Dylan Gonis, your top five. From the Charlotte Roval here as they're in the infield portion of the track. Of course, the only time I've ever been to this track myself was, well, somebody's off the track over there. It's a 68 of Thornhill. I'm spinning near the leaders there, but the only time I've ever been to this track was actually for the holiday event that they do here at Charlotte. Every holiday season, they do a little track driving through and things. Got to actually go on the track and drive on it. It was pretty cool. And check out the Christmas lights. And it was a couple years back. that battle continuing for second. Wilson got by Reed, but he's been able to kind of hang tight with him here, Reed has, but it's over 10 seconds now between first and second. You see him coming up on the back of Ira Kohlhaas, who is 3 laps down, 16th position right now. You can see how loose that right-hander is. He was on the brake, and that thing was all squirrely. Probably got a lot of rear brake in that car, or a front brake in the car, so the back end turns. Especially with a lot of these corners being slow corners. Oh, Adam Brady too hard into the corner, overshoots it a little bit. No harm, no foul. Take the slow down and move on as Chase Berry back to pit road. So the second stop of his 3-stopper. Interesting strategies here. So we'll see how the fresh tires go to work here as it goes by Massey. So tomorrow night, these guys will be back in action here at the Charlotte Roval in the Truck Series. Should be a pretty fun and interesting race here. We've never actually seen the trucks on the Roval. Tomorrow night we'll actually be over at Twin Ring Motegi for another road course race for the GLSR guys at the Motegi road course race in a truck. So that should be interesting tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll have the pre-race at 8:45-ish. So Barry doing a good job here in the 4th position. As I mentioned, the leader up there with 10-second lead of Cameron Hearn over Wilson. As we look down here to 7th as Adam Brady on pit road. So another guy going 2-stopper. Four tires of fuel and they pull away. So he comes out right behind the 39, even though Brady is a lap down. But everybody's pretty much spread out now through the field, just minding their P's and Q's and completing all the laps they can. Trying to get whatever track positions they can as they know that just a few more races left in this season. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new to the channel, we appreciate you coming back and joining us each and every night that we're streaming on the air. So we did make it past halfway. Oh, by the way, let's take a look at our race summary, which is presented by Track Time Entertainment. Cameron Hearn, your leader. 19 racers started. Justin Wilson, the fastest lap at a 1:22.4. And again, that brought to you by Track Time Entertainment, who builds custom driving simulators for the virtual racing community. They manufacture the simulators in Texas using U.S. extruded aluminum. You can visit Track Time Entertainment on Facebook for all your sim rig needs and a full lineup of their products. We are 31 laps in Cameron Hearn has led pretty much all of them when there has not been a pit strategy going on and stuff. There's Jake Fluman. Haven't said his name all night. He's in that 225 car. You can barely see the number, but it all works out in the end. And right on cue, Fluman's like, yeah, I gotta go ahead and just leave. Takes the car off the track and behind the wall, it looks like, unfortunately. Ryan Rivas in the 93 car. Johnny Rapp right there behind him, a few seconds or so. So this Xfinity Series presented by Grid Finder will move on to another fun track next Tuesday night, and that fun track being the Texas Motor Speedway, one of two straight 1.5 mile actual ovals that will run. Of course, Texas, that'll be coming up next Tuesday night, the 12th. And then it'll be Kansas, and then Martinsville, and then Phoenix to finish it out November the 9th. You know, one thing I've noticed here is this lead has kind of come down a little bit from Justin Wilson. Now 8.7 seconds over Cameron Hearn. Not sure if Hearn has made some mistakes maybe, or is trying to save his tires a little bit, or Justin is maybe a little bit fresher tires. Either way, the 58 is starting to make a little way on the 15. Cade Ferguson, who's been having all types of issues tonight in that Dunkin' Donuts 42 car. Oh, one car is spun. That's Quisenberry. Q has had issues, but he's okay. Dylan Gonis in a 27. We got one car having a little bit of a blinking issue. Dylan Reed there, but he's okay. How about Johnny Rapp? The 52 car doing a great job tonight in that green turtle machine. Or Turtle Beach, I guess I should call it. Getting a little sideways there. He's got Brady behind him. That's actually for position. You see Brady going on by with the fresher tires, I believe. Yep, Brady with 5 lap fresher tires, going to make the pass for the 8th position. There goes Dylan Reed going by. Dylan actually a lap ahead, still in that 3rd position, even though he's having some connection issues here. Let's check out the boss man. Haven't said his name all night. Anthony Giuliano, 17 car, having unfortunately some struggles here tonight on the road course, but holding on and fighting hard. Here's that Monster Energy Chevrolet. Ooh, Anthony took that corner a little wide. Kind of reminds me of me out there road racing. Not too good. Something that is pretty good here is, you know what? I don't know if he's going to have enough time, but Justin Wilson has knocked this thing down to almost 6.5 seconds to Cameron Hearn. Can he make the move and get this thing? I'll have to get on his high horse. You can hear the wheel spin on those cars, and they even get over there on that paint to try to get a little more grip out of her. That time by 122.4, he was 0.4 faster. I don't think that's going to be enough time. He's going to have to gain almost a second a lap now to do it. You just see how finesse you got to be. It's just like I've never actually watched, like I've seen a race here obviously on TV, but I've never watched on iRacing how to run a lap around here, so I'm kind of learning as I do it. Because when I tell you I've never broadcasted or raced here, I have not. We'll see what kind of time Wilson knocks off this time. That lap car up ahead's not going to help. That's still about 7.1, so now he's going to keep fighting. That's what they do. So great racing here tonight. The Charlotte Roval. Ryan Reeves under attack. Lost the position there from Brandon Massey as Massey moves up to 6th. So, of course, this season has been predominantly, I guess, dominated, for the lack of English right now on my part, by Wilson and by Cameron Hearn. They have definitely shown their talents. 3 wins for Cameron Hearn, 4 top 5s, 4 top 10s. And for Wilson, he's got his 1 win so far this season. 4 top 5s and 4 top 10s. They've been the ones up in the front. Of course, there have been some issues here and there, but they have done their parts to stay up front and lead in this race. Make sure you check out Wilder Graphics. They provide the best racing, iRacing that is, paints and liveries around. You can check them out today on Facebook and take a ride on the wild side with Wilder Graphics. And also the Butt Kicker. They are products of silent subwoofers that deliver, I should say, powerful and audible bass through your couch and chair so that you can feel crashes and racing engines and special effects in movies and games and so much more. Use promo code LSRL for 20% off the Butt Kicker website. Again, 20% off by using LSRL. Cameron Hearn working his way. And actually slowing down for some reason. Anybody else notice that? He was slow over in the turn 3 and 4 section. Not sure that was all about. Car pristinely clean and everything. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight as we wrap up this round of the LSRL Grid Finder Xfinity Series. Somewhere between 3 and 5 laps to go in this race. About 4 minutes and 45 seconds right now, with lap times at about 1:23 or so. Check out Ryan Reeves here. He and Massey, guy at work, last name Mattis, battling for the 6th position right here. And once again, 3 laps to go. Again, shout out to TrackCams 4 Gourmet for allowing us to have the cameras tonight. Check them out, trackcams22.com. Great racing here as they go through the infield for 3 more trips around back out onto the NASCAR Turn 1 here on the Roval. Cameron Hearn still 5.1 seconds up. We'll keep an eye on that battle as through the chicane. You see Wilson back there in the background as he'll see 2 laps to go this time. And of course, for Cameron, this will be win number 4 of the season. Of course, you're going to wonder, well, why isn't Cameron leading the points here? Well, Cameron actually missed a race. That's why he's back in 6th right now. He has also had some issues here and there in a race. They go through the NASCAR 1 and 2 section, still 5.1. Check on the battle for Massey and Reeves for position. It's actually stretched out a little bit. Massey pulling away now. However, we got a battle here between Chandler Summers and Quisenberry's for 11th and 12th. As up ahead, you see Cameron Hearn take the white flag, final lap. Oh, that one, Cameron. There's Cameron back here. He's going to take the final lap. I saw his car up ahead. as they go through the final part of the track here back onto the oval itself. Into the chicane one final time as Cameron Hearn kind of gets a little rear hop, wheel hop there, saves it, jumps over the turtle. Why not? As he works his way down to the chicane here in the infield, you see the flagman waving a white flag for the guys up ahead, but he's going to have the checker flag out tonight. And the 4th win for Cameron Hearn as he wins on the Roval at Charlotte. Looks like a 4 points. Oh, now they call the final lap on me. Oh, even my ticker screwed me up. Way to go, ticker. I just pulled a Marty Reed on the field. Man, it gives me an attempt to do it again. Well, now we're on the final lap for the 2nd time. All right, pick it up where we left off. Hey, it just shows we're not perfect, right? I guess I should have looked up and not. I saw the final lap thing pop up. I'm like, wait a minute. So one of those days, though, we'll call it. But it's been a fun race. I've enjoyed the first Roval race here on the Captain Esports Network. I think we've covered every race and every track now officially on iRacing when it comes to the stock car side on ovals and road courses. And I had a minute and a half to get it right, and this time I'm going to, and, well, it's going to be the same result. As I said, Cameron Hearn wins on the Roval at Charlotte. And Giuliano goes Chase Elliott into turn 1 almost. Justin Wilson going to finish 2nd. And Dylan Reed going to come by the line and politely, this is the way you do it. You finish 3rd, you know you're going to be a part of the photo at the end of the race. Just pull over right there at the line and wait. Genius. But for Cameron, 4th win of the season. He's going to be out there doing burnouts and all these different types of things. There's the celebration going on. Is Cameron going to pull in here and do some celebrating? Trying to get himself parked right to start with. So let's look at the results real quickly as the race is over here. Cameron Hearn wins it by 6.7 seconds over Justin Wilson. Dylan Reed 3rd. Chase Berry. Dylan Gonis still gets a good finish after his whoopsies on pit road. Brandon Massey 6th, Ryan Reeves 7th, Johnny Rapp, Brandon Thornhill, and Landon Quisenberry ends up with a top 10 finish. Chandler Summers 11th, Adam Brady, Anthony Giuliano 13th, 14th Cade Ferguson, Ira Kohlhaas 15th, Jake Fluman 16th, Matt Telder 17th, Dale Lee 18th, Aaron Hearn 19th, and Joe Owen a top 20 finish for them as they take their photo here, and we'll get ready to talk to our top 3 finishers as Hearn goes spinning out on the AstroTurf. And of course, our 3rd place finisher tonight, Dylan Reed in the 39 car tonight. Dylan, good effort this evening. I know it wasn't a flawless race for you, but still a good points night. Obviously, I think it was safe to say you were the 3rd best car tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had nothing for the top two. But we kept the streak alive. We're still top 10 in
Yep.
every race so far. So we're gonna try to continue that for as long as we can.
Yeah, the track obviously very slick and very technical out there. Talk about that a little bit for those who might not have raced this track much.
Yeah, it's very technical, especially in these cars with a lot of horsepower. You gotta have, or you don't have a lot of downforce on these cars, so you gotta really be careful on the throttle. Um, Also, the setup that iRacing has for the Roval, they did a shock change, like a really big shock update, a couple months, or like in the most recent update. And I don't think they updated this setup because it drove like it had a shock change, honestly. Or it needed a shock change.
Shocking.
But it was awful. The setup was bad. But racing was fun. Everybody's on the same setup, so everyone was driving the same stuff.
So still a great effort though tonight. Good points effort for you. Obviously, I know Cameron with the win moves him his way a little bit closer. You got that one race advantage still that you ran obviously over him and stuff. But you get back on the ovals at Texas next week and have what 4 races left before the championship finale. But talk about what you need to do to continue that momentum.
I just keep consistent. If I can try to top 10 every race this season, I'll try to pull off the most Matt Kenseth-esque season I can. See if we can't get the championship.
You've got more than one win. Okay, you can't do that. No 96 Terry Labonte's here, okay? Right?
Barely more than one win.
Yeah, there you go. Well, still a great job tonight. Good third place finish, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Thanks to Light Speed Racing League as always. This is so fun. It really is. I love it every week. And you guys for broadcasting it as always. I always go back and watch it. It's the most fun thing to do. And then my teammates, only Dale was here to make it this time. I think a couple of them are on vacation, but hopefully we'll get the whole crew going again next week.
Well, great job tonight, Dylan. And the good news is you will never Austin Dillon this league by going winless and winning a championship. So congratulations. Or or Mike Crafton. Yeah, we got a few of those. But anyways, great job tonight.
Thank you, man.
Hey, you too, bud. Dylan Reed finishing in the 3rd position tonight as Justin Wilson finishes 2nd this evening in the 58 car. Justin, good effort out there. I know you were catching him a little bit, and there were some things he was doing, but it just seemed like it just wasn't enough no matter what you tried tonight.
Oh no, this one I consider myself pretty decent at road courses, but not this one. This one's hard. This one's hard for me to understand because I just cannot keep the rear tires under me by any means. No matter if I take it easy, I shift into 3rd. It doesn't matter. I just spin them. So
right.
After a long run, I'm just fighting the car, and that like I said, Cameron definitely had it figured out. There was nobody that was going to catch Cameron. This was crazy.
It seemed like maybe that you go through that infield portion of the track. There's a lot of corners that are immediately followed up by other corners, and because of that, you're almost turning the whole entire time, and you're on gas and back on brake, back on gas, back on brake. Do you think that maybe it's heating up the tires too much doing that?
Well, to me, the infield was my best corners. I actually gained on Cameron in the intersection. It was the chicanes that got me every time, and that's where I was really struggling because when you're going down such low speed and you're at that higher end gear, it just that's where I was having an issue, the throttle control on the exits, because I knew if I didn't give it enough, I wasn't getting the run off the corner I wanted.
Right.
And then I gave it too much, I'm just fighting the car and playing that game. It was tough.
Car always wins, it seems like. But great job tonight, man, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Oh yeah, I want to shout out to you guys, man, for putting the show on. And all the guys in the league, Cameron. Thanks. I got to thank Cameron for slowing down there at the end, so the embarrassment wasn't that bad. And Chase Berry, Randy Bechtel, he's not in here. Chris Owen, he didn't make the night. Keith, he decided to sit this one out because he was scared of the track.
Right.
Chandler, Johnny, all the guys, man. We had a really good time tonight. At least I did.
All right, man. Well, it's good to hear, obviously. I know it's kind of rough on a road course where you don't get cautions or anything like that. It's like you're stuck with what you got. So, great job tonight finishing 2nd.
2nd place is a win, man.
There you go, man. Great job tonight. Justin Wilson finishing in the 2nd position this evening. And let's get our winner down here, Cameron Hearn. Cameron, congratulations, man. Your 4th win tonight. Well, not tonight. this season, we'll call it. 4th win tonight would be pretty impressive. But either way, man, great job tonight, a dominant effort.
Yeah, man, things kind of felt good for me. I only made one mistake where I missed the bus stop one time, but I luckily had a big enough lead. It really didn't hurt me, and just fun racing. Justin was fast. I feel like he kind of maintained the speed, and so was Dylan. I think pit strategy, when the pit for the 1 hour session kind of helped me out. I think I picked it perfect. I think Justin pitted a lap after me, and Dylan pitted 2 laps before me, and had the perfect amount of tires, I felt like, to get me to the finish.
And, of course, you had the track position and you know, the rhythm that you have to run around this track. 'Cause, I mean, yes, you do got, you know, we can call it a straightaway from NASCAR 1 all the way to the bus stop because you're on the gas the whole entire time there. But otherwise, it's pretty much all about rhythm.
Yeah, and it's one of the things where if you mess up, it's kind of hard to get it back, or it takes a couple laps.
Yeah, not to mention you had to combine some sections, and that's the one thing I was taking notes myself because I'd never run this track yet on iRacing. It just seemed like when you go down into under the Make of America bridge in that section, it was like I noticed how much you didn't touch the throttle.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people focus on being fast through one turn instead of linking them the turns up. And I noticed I kind of ran a little bit different line and a little slower on the beginning part, but I kind of pull away at the end.
Right.
And also I felt like it helped save my tires a little bit.
Well, you definitely did your part tonight, so congratulations, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, thanks, man. I want to thank you for the broadcast. I really enjoyed watching it. The shot to Justin and Dylan coming home top 3. Give a shout to Mom and Dad, my wife, Ashley. And just looking forward to next week. And I appreciate you again with the broadcast and all the people that show up week in, week out.
There you go, man. Well, great job tonight, and congratulations on win number 4.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Cameron Hearn, your winner here this evening from the Charlotte Roval. So congratulations to him and all the field. Great racing this evening. Looks like they kept it fairly clean, which is good. I mean, not too many wrecks. You're going to see them here on a race like this, but definitely a great job this evening. Want to remind you, GridFinder is the home of online racing communities. You can browse hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every racing sim every day of the week across the globe. Browse through over 1,000 leagues racing on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, R-Factor 2, F1 2021, and more. If you're looking for commentators or streamers for your racing broadcast or a designer maybe for your next delivery, GridFinder has all the talent in one place. If you run a sim racing league, make sure you upload your community to GridFinder so that more like-minded sim racers can find you. It's quick, it's easy. Best of all, it's free. GridFinder, find your place on the grid. All right, it's going to do it for us tonight. Appreciate everybody's time joining us this evening here on the Captain Esports Network. Again, tomorrow night we'll be back for racing for the Great Lakes Sim Racing from Twin Ring Motegi's road course. We'll be there tomorrow night for that at 8:45 Eastern Time. Of course, this race is always the cups or the truck side that races tomorrow night. We'll have that Sunday evening for you, the broadcast with Landon and myself. Should be a lot of fun watching the trucks get around this track. So we're heading out to enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Make that Tuesday evening. It feels like it's Wednesday already. Sorry.